So I thought I would do the controversial parenting tag, and obviously it's controversial. So if you get offended easily, don't watch it. You can leave your options of what you choose down below, but don't be mean about other people's opinions or my opinions. I'm open to hearing the things that you guys do, but you guys just don't have to be mean about people's opinions, because they're not raising your kids, they're raising their own kids, and they can do it however they want. So yeah, someone recommended this to me, and I thought it would be a pretty fun video idea. This video might be a little crooked, because it's balanced, my phone is balancing on something that's a little lopsided, so if the video is kind of crooked, that's why. So I'm going to leave the most controversial topic for the end, because I don't want to offend people right off the bat. So we're going to start with the least controversial topic, which is cloth versus disposable diapers. I have actually never heard of cloth diapers until I saw Emily, another girl from Unexpected, use them on her baby at first. So yeah, I was always just using disposable. I had never heard about cloth diapers. I'm open to try them, but I feel like I myself am just more of a disposable diaper person. I feel like that's easier for my personality, and it's just easier to take off the diaper and throw it away. The next one is home versus private versus public school. And I'm not really a fan of homeschooling. I don't know why. I just feel like I would want Ava to socialize with other kids. So public school for me is the way to go, because I went to a public school. So I mean, I feel like you raise your kids like you were raised. So yeah, I would send her to public school. I mean, I really like the school that I'm at, so if I still live here in 13 years, 14 years, I don't know how old kids are when they get to high school, but I would send Ava to the same high school that I went to. Cry it out method or other. So I am not a cry it out person. Ava cries, I attend to her needs, and I feel like that's how it should be, because babies don't know how to communicate with you other than crying. If they want something, they're gonna cry to get it, and it's like they don't know any better. Like, they're babies, so like if they're crying, just help them. Like, I get it if they're older and they can communicate with you and you want to teach them how to self-soothe, then that's great. But I personally help them and tend to their needs. Co-sleeping. So Ava, she co-sleeps with me, and I know a lot of people think that's bad because of like SIDS and stuff, but Ava does not sleep in her crib. I have tried to put her in her crib, and every time I try and let her sleep in her crib, she wakes up so much more. Like, she would wake up at 10:45 on the dot. I would lay her down at like 8 o'clock or 7 whenever she falls asleep, and she would wake up 10:45, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, like every freaking 2 hours. But whenever she sleeps with me, she'll go to sleep at 7 or 8, and she'll wake up at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. So much rather prefer that, getting more sleep. And it also makes me feel more safe. I know a lot of people think that it's not safe for the baby, but it personally helps me. So I can just like, if I wake up, I can check on her like easily, or she's like laying with me, I can easily like look, see if she's breathing. And it's like, it's faster for me, if that makes sense. Vaccinations. So I personally vaccinated Ava. I mean, I feel like it prevents like all this, bleh. I feel like it prevents all these diseases that they could get. Also, I know a lot of people are going to be offended by this, but I saw some really funny memes. And this was after Ava was born, after I already vaccinated her. Like, these pictures didn't influence my decisions. And it's not making fun of anybody who doesn't vaccinate their kid. It's just, these were funny to me. So yeah, I agree with vaccination. I feel like it's easier, and I feel like you're less worried when you vaccinate them. Like, you're like less afraid that they're gonna catch something or get sick. Spanking. So I was spanked probably 2 times throughout my entire childhood, and I feel like it's fine, but I personally don't think I could do it. I mean, I don't really have an opinion about this one. Like, if Ava gets in trouble, I might spank her, I might not. Like, I don't know. I just feel like that one's not really that important. I mean, I don't have strong opinions about that. I guess some people do saying that you shouldn't hit your kids, but you're not really hitting them. It's like they got in trouble and you like tap them. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm really trying not to offend anybody in this video, but I probably already did with the first question, so we're long past that. Breast milk versus formula. You all should know where I am with this topic at this point, so I'm just not really going to talk about this one. I formula feed. I think fed is best. I don't care what anyone says. That's just what I think. And there's like 3 videos of me talking about why I formula feed, so you guys can watch those if you really want to know why. Baby piercing. So I got my ears pierced when I was a baby, and I think it's great. Like, I am thankful that my mom got my ears pierced when I was a baby, because I am so terrified of needles now that I probably wouldn't do it now. I probably really want it, and I wouldn't be able to. So I'm glad that she did it at a time when I couldn't remember, because I probably wouldn't go through it now, even if I really wanted them, just because I'm so afraid of, like, pain. I know I went through childbirth, but, like, also, I probably wouldn't care for them. Like, if it was me, if Ava got her ears pierced, I would care for them, but it's just, like, me personally, I'm like, yeah, they're fine. So I'm glad that my mom was able to, like, clean my ears for me. I think that's what you're supposed to do after you get your ears pierced. So I'm glad that she was able to do that for me. And I'm probably going to get Ava's ears pierced when she's, like, I don't know how babies... This is off topic, but I know Stormy, Kylie Jenner's baby, got her ears pierced when she was 6 months. And I don't know if that's, like, a good age or not. So, like, you guys can tell me if that's a good age. I don't know if it's too young. I don't know how this works, but I really want to do that. Adoption. So I don't know if this means, like, would I ever put my baby up for adoption or would I ever adopt, but I personally think adopting is great. If you can't have a kid, then adopt. I think it's a great option. I could adopt in the future, you never know, but I also personally could never give my baby up for adoption. That's just not something I'm strong enough for, and I also feel like if I went through all that pain, that I should just be able to raise my own baby. But I do think the girls that give their baby up for adoption are super strong, and that they want their baby to have, like, a better life than maybe they could have gave them, or maybe they just weren't ready to have a baby. I think that's great. Like, good for them. Circumcision. So I haven't done a lot of research on this because obviously I had a girl, not a boy, but I will circumcise if I do have a boy. I feel like it's healthier. I feel like it prevents diseases. Ugh. And so, yeah, I mean, I haven't done a lot of research on this, so I don't know a lot about it, but I personally would circumcise. Baby wearing. So I looked this up, and I think that it means when you do that little strap thing that I have, so obviously you know I'm for it, where you just kind of wear your baby and, like, walk around with them. And a lot of people don't like this because they think, like, oh, your baby will get used to being held all the time. And maybe that's true, but I like it. It helps me so I don't have to carry her around everywhere. Like, it's easier, like, for me to hold her that way. I don't do it a lot, but, like, if I'm cleaning the house, which I rarely do, I'll wear her around, you know? Like, why not? So, the most controversial one, pro-life or pro-choice? And I'm so nervous about this one because I know this is going to be the one that offends the whole world, but I personally am pro-choice. And I'm also one of those people where it's like, if you don't have a uterus, then you don't have an opinion. Also, you don't really have a right to tell other people what to do with their body. There's nothing wrong with people that are pro-life. Like, you have an opinion, I get it. But also, there's different circumstances. And also, it's not your life. It's not your body. It doesn't affect you really in any way. Also, like, giving birth is so hard. I know you all saw how much I struggled. And, like, kids can have babies as young... Oh, she's tired. Kids can have babies, like, 12, 11, and, like, maybe even younger, but, like, it's so hard, so I understand why some people don't really want to go through with it. And so, yeah, I mean, that's all I gotta say about that. So that's all. Don't be hateful. You can leave your opinion, but just don't bash other people's. That's it. Bye. What was that? Good luck, Charlie? Like, bye.